This is Kilo 5 Delta, America. K5DA, just doing a test. Well, there's a little bit of a voice delay driving somebody crazy around here, not me, but she can deal with it. It's no big deal. Anyway, this is K5DA in Las Vegas. Thought I would see about 800 watts, not that much. Looks like I've got audio, so that's good. This is Kilo 5 Delta Alpha, Las Vegas. Looks like we got all the audio stuff going pretty good, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. This is K5DA, Las Vegas. Is there anybody out there from Las Vegas? This is K5DA. Anybody from Las Vegas? This is K5DA. Hello, CQ, 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 CQ. Hello, CQ, 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 CQ. This is Kilo 5 Delta Alpha. Kilo 5 Delta Alpha, Las Vegas. Hello, CQ, 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 CQ. This is Kilo 5 Delta Alpha, Kilo 5 Delta Alpha in Las Vegas, Nevada, calling CQ and listening. Hello, CQ, 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 CQ. This is K5DA, Kilo 5 Delta Alpha, Las Vegas. Hello, CQ, 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 CQ. This is Kilo 5 Delta Alpha, K5DA, Las Vegas. Hello, CQ, 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 CQ. From Kilo 5 Delta Alpha, K5DA, Las Vegas. Testing 1 2, 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 K5DA. CQ, 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 CQ. This is K5DA, Kilo 5 Delta Alpha, Las Vegas. Hello, CQ, 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 CQ. This is Kilo 5 Delta Alpha, Kilo 5 Delta America, Las Vegas, calling CQ and listening.
Kilo 1 Delta America Victoria.
Is that Kilo 1 Delta Alpha Victor?
Roger, Roger. You're pointing over in the state of Connecticut.
Hey, how's it going? Name here is Cliff. Charlie, Lima, India, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. I'm in Las Vegas, and you're 5'9" as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is too funny. My beam is pointing towards Europe, and I'm catching you off the back of the beam. Hate to see what your signal looks like if I turn the beam towards you.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I'm pointing towards Europe. I'm pointing right towards you, actually. But, yeah, nice signal. Nice talking to you. And we have a net starting here on this frequency in about 50 minutes, the Las Vegas DX Foundation net. So you're welcome to join if you'd like. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm getting ready to turn on my computer to enter some scores from an event we had today. So I have the radio on. I just said, what the heck? Let's see what's on the radio. And I heard you there. Hey, here's David. And like I said, we're in Connecticut. And like I said, the internet's pointing towards Europe. So this is on. Hang on to and take a listen. That's good.
Yeah, roger that. Hey, what was your name again?
My name is David. Delta Alpha Victor India Delta David.
Hey, David, nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm Cliff, C-L-I-F-F. I'm also live on YouTube. It's under my name, Cliff Nichols, N-I-C-H-O-L-S, 7644. So just like in QRZ, except it's Cliff Nichols, 7644, and on YouTube, and there's a live feed there. Go ahead.
Cool. I have two computers, so I'll turn the one I use for logging. I'll just flip that over on the internet and take a look. Very good.
Yeah, nice to meet you, for sure. And yeah, we're not normally on 15 meters, but we're usually on 10 meters. But 10 meters has been a little sketchy, to say the least. But we thought we'd try it here and see what happens. But yeah, nice signal. Nice to meet you, David. I haven't pulled you up in QRZ yet, but I am going to put you in my logbook. And I'm just going to put you in QRZ logbook, and we'll go from there. So Kilo 1 Delta Alpha Victor, just like your name, DAV, and get you going on my logbook here. Add the QSO. And yeah, I see, yeah, all your information here. Yeah, you're 5'9" for sure, and put 5'9", and then I'm going to say, wait, we're 20. Let me change the frequency a little bit. We're at 280 here, and then I'm going to leave that alone, so I have to change that later. But I'll save that record. You're in there now, and then I'll just do a search on your name here. And then I get all your information on QRZ. David, Mr. Hyatt. Well, that's a great name. I worked for Hyatt for many years, Hyatt Hotels, and wow, looking at your information, you got a lot of information there, my friend. Nice to meet you. Back over to you, K1DAV, K5DA. Yeah, it's Kilo 5 Delta America, K5DA.
If I was, I'd be down in Tahiti right now, second Pina Colada, watching girls and gas too.
Yeah, Roger. Are those bears on your porch? Go ahead. Okay, yeah. Well, let's see where you're located at. I spent some time up in Maine. Oh, you're in Connecticut. You're probably in northern Connecticut. Yeah, anything's possible up there. Go ahead.
Yeah, we actually have sightings of moose as well up there. Not a lot, but we do have them. And I have been here at this QTH for a long, long time, so we have maybe a good 20, 25-year generations of the same family of bears. They keep coming over, and a lot of them, they're not aggressive at all. My dogs chase them up the trees. My dogs lay on the deck and they growl at them and they call back. No claws, no spitting, no biting. It's pretty cool.
So they respect you. You respect them. They respect you, right?
That's basically it. We feed wildlife 24/7, 365 days a year. So they get the birds and the chipmunks and the squirrels and the turkeys and the deer, and we also get the bear. And yeah, we have actually there's 3 yearlings that come around. It's really funny. I wish I could get them on camera. 2 of them would get up on their hind legs and start fighting each other. Well, I shouldn't say fighting. They play, rough housing in the backyard. It's really fun to watch.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because I watched a video just yesterday about the bears. Some guy, but these are brown bears, a little bit different than what you've got, I guess. But yeah, you're far inland. No, yeah, I can see why you would have bears for sure. Now, looking on QRZ, you know, they got that. They've got that map option. I've got it on. Got you drill down pretty much on your area. You're definitely in the wilderness, my friend. Go ahead.
Yeah, we have forest and a back property, and then of course across the street we have more state forest. So we have lots of acreage of deep, thick forest, and some nice waterway as well. We get a lot of good wildlife in our community.
Yeah, roger that. A little bit of QSV, not quite as loud as when you first came back, but very readable nevertheless. Looking on here, man, you're definitely in the country. I spent some time in Maine back in 20 years ago, working for a timeshare company and around the coast of Maine. And of course, I've been through, coming out of New York. You know, you taking the 95 north. You know, you're going to run into, just a piece of Connecticut coming out of New York City, and going into Providence and all that, and heading up to Maine, New Haven. Yeah, the 95. You know, just a little piece of Connecticut, but not much, and not enough to really know what's going on with Connecticut. But I know you guys have a beautiful part of the world, and you guys got some excellent propagation into Europe. Go ahead.
My wife and I lived in Colorado for 5 years back. We moved back to Connecticut 25 years ago, so we lived out there for a while, and what's interesting is stargazing out in Colorado is absolutely phenomenal. And weather is great. There's no trees. So we lived out in north of Denver, in the town of Brighton. It was nice while we were there, but it got overpopulated and we can't seem to come back over there. So like I say, we missed the 4 seasons, we missed the trees. So yeah, we got trees all right. Trees are over 100, 200 feet tall, taller than my tower. And I got dipoles hanging to them, so it's fun. And yes, the propagation's phenomenal. I would say that I've worked a lot of Europe. It's funny, one day I'm working a guy in Belgium, talking to a guy in Yemen, and then talking to a guy in Indonesia. So all on the same day on 15 meters.
I know, isn't that amazing? 15 meters is amazing, isn't it? I mean, you know, for all the HF fans right now, I think that really 15 meters is the best one. I mean, so it seems. I mean, I'm not trying to be nitpicky here, but definitely amazing propagation on 15 meters. And I talked to, I got, oh, good Lord have mercy, Israel earlier on 12 meters, believe it or not, from Vegas. But, you know, our propagation is completely different than your propagation. And by the way, I know where Brighton is as well. I do some work up in north of Denver, around Loveland, but not in Loveland, but up in the foothills, about 7,000 feet elevation. I have a client. I climb towers. I do work for the amateur radio community exclusively now. I did timeshare for a long time. Matter of fact, I came out here to Vegas doing timeshare, but now I've at a later age in my life, I've decided to do antenna and tower work for the amateur radio community. It's kind of crazy. It should be the opposite way around, but it is what it is. You just live life the best you can. Timeshare kind of dried up here when COVID hit, so I had to I had to switch gears and figure out what to do. So I started climbing towers, and there you have it. And but nevertheless, I know right where Brighton is. I go right by that exit on my way to Loveland. So Brighton and Loveland are really close to each other. Back over to you, K1 DAV, K5 DA.
Worldwide, I worked for the Germans, I worked for the Dutch, and I worked for the Israelis during my career. I'm retired now. But I have a very close friend of mine who lives in Germany. He's a ham operator, and we communicate all the time. And he told me, Dave, Red Sea, there's a special event station at the Red Sea in Israel. And I worked him on 15, I worked him on 20. And that was like a couple weeks ago. I said, okay, I'll take a listen. He was at UPS together. He moved to Australia about 18 years ago. He was in Tasmania, so I called him on it. And he tried to work on Tasmania. He actually heard Israel. So that's pretty cool. K5 Delta Alpha. They do the power stuff. I used to do powers as well. When I was in college, I found job where I was in summers. I was singing, I think it's college. For the broadcasting stations in Connecticut. I got hooked into that. Me and actually the guys CK7 Delta Papa, he and I did it together.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, K1 DAV, K5 DA. Yeah, well, interesting story. Yeah, well, you do what you do. I'm looking at your station now. Am I looking at the right station? Let me pull up your info here on QRZ on this computer. I've got it on the other computer, but I like to pull it up on my main computer that I can broadcast what I'm looking at on YouTube. It becomes a lot of fun, So let me pull you up here, K1 DAV. Pull that up, and then I'll put you on. I'll put your stuff on YouTube. It's a lot of fun like that. I mean, I find it to be a lot of fun anyway. But it should be broadcasting you now. See if it was. If I'll switch it over, there's a little bit of a delay, but there's about an 8-second delay. I don't know if it's because YouTube doesn't know me that well, or if it's just the way it is. I know there's supposed to be like a 3-second delay, 3-second delay, no matter what. So, but yeah, looking through your stuff here and all your history and Bear and yeah. So we got started about the same time. I got started in 1976 in high school. I was a freshman and 15 years old, and just got my neighbor, a guy down the street from me, was a ham radio operator, and man, he ever get me started. He was 1 block away. He had a 2-element 4-size 40-meter Yagi. I mean, that would get any guy's attention. It definitely got my attention. So I had some fun with him. See, where am I at here? Lost already. But anyway, get stay back and organized again. But yeah, and this is this. If you're watching the live feed, this woman is my XYL. That's K7STJ. That's Sharon. Works hard, man. Comes home and works hard. I'm about half retired personally, but I do the work that I do. I travel quite a bit, and but nevertheless, back over to you. K1DAV, K5DA.
Yeah, very good, Cliff. I actually got you on YouTube. Are you wearing a red shirt?
I am. That's me.
Oh, this is cool. Yeah, I actually graduated high school in '75, and I got my ham ticket as well as when I was in high school. And what got me intrigued was behind my property when I was a kid. I grew up in Bristol, Connecticut, and there was a ham radio tower with a beam on it. I had no idea what it was. I went over to start staring at it, and this old fellow came out and he was looking at me. He says, what are you staring at? I says, what is that? And he says, it's ham radio. You want to see? And I said, sure. So he took me into his basement, and he showed me, and come to find out, he was the vice president of Superior Electric, one of the largest electrical transformer companies, or power supply companies in the Northeast. And he got his ham radio license when he was a kid, and he had to, at the time when I met him, he had to have been in his 60s or late 70s, early 70s back then. And he got me hooked into it, and he then went out to high school. One of my science teachers was a ham radio operator, and we had a ham radio club, and that's how it all started. And I've been on ham radio ever since.
Yeah, what a great hobby, huh? I mean, absolutely a wonderful hobby, and it definitely altered the trajectory of my life for sure. Especially now. I mean, now that I'm older, it's definitely a wonderful hobby. I mean, I live in Sin City. I don't gamble anymore. I don't drink anymore. I mean, imagine that. But the first few years here in Vegas, when they first brought me out here, whole different ball games. And that's ham radio saved my life in my later years for sure. That's how it goes. And yeah, you're about 4 years ahead of me. I graduated high school in 1979 in Texas, and I've had this call sign now for since 1995 or 6, I guess. And before this, I was WB5QYD and KC5QWT. But I've carried this. I'm not giving this one away. I've had this one for a long time. And so I've held on to it even in my periods of time when I wasn't really active. And I'm glad that I hung on to it. But with all the, anybody can get any call sign now pretty much. But the 1x2s and the 2x1s, I guess, are hard to get a hold of, I guess, to get an extra class. But nevertheless, it doesn't really matter. As long as you get yourself on the air, it can articulate your call sign well enough, it doesn't really matter. And yeah, I'm running about 800 watts. Looking at the peak meter here, not too much. I'm driving it with, let me see how much am I driving this thing with. Not much, it's about 25 watts. I should be getting more out, but I'm not trying to just blow out my neighbors over here. I've got a ham radio operator who lives right next to me. I mean, he's an extra class amateur radio operator. He only does digital, but I know when I run my amplifier, I can blow out his receiver no matter what band he's on. Anyway, turn it back over to you. K1DAV, this is K5DA, Las Vegas.
Yeah, very good, Cliff. K5 Delta Alpha, this is K1 Delta, this is Alpha Victor. Yeah, very good. Yeah, I'm pushing around 300 watts right now with the ICOM amp I have here. But I downsized my shack. I had Collins S line and the Drake line, both right, the 30L1 for the Collins, and on the Drakes I had the L4 amplifier as well. And it got to the point where I'm sitting here saying to myself, I'm downsizing, we're planning on retiring, we might be moving, and I got 2 years. Another year. So I sold everything. And I just kept a couple icons, and then I said, well, what the hell? I'm going to buy radios and I watch a pair of them at a time. So I got 2 icon 7600 side by side. One I use on voice, and the other one I use for digital CW. And just go back and forth with them. So, yeah, I hear you on that. Very good on the wife being a ham operator. My wife goes up on the second floor of the house and turns on her TV and watches TV or reads a book. She doesn't want anything to do with ham radio. The only thing I can remember her saying is, you're missing a net right now. Isn't there a net right now? In other words, she wants me out of the room to get back down in the shack. It's a house by going down there in the shack with my cat and my dog. So, yeah, very good. I see you have a nice dog too. 3 rescue dogs. The dog we rescued just now came from South Korea, of all places. We got her over a year ago. We found her on the internet. My wife was watching this little animal play, running this little dog through an agility course. And we just lost one of our dogs, and the other dog we had was complacent looking for her buddy. And we decided, what the heck, let's get another dog for her. So we rescued this little girl, and she showed up. We rescued her on a Tuesday, email-wise. Thursday we get the response. Saturday that dog was already en route from Seoul Korea to Boston Logan Airport. Monday morning at 10 o'clock, the dog was in our house. So in less than 7 days, we got the dog from South Korea. After getting that dog and road trip to rescue dogs here in the United States. Same thing goes to cats. That's what's going on here. We had a little overcast today. It was pretty good today. It was the best temperature we've ever had. It was like 74 degrees all day. The rest of the week was over 85, 95 degrees. Hot. You know, all of a sudden today we just had a nice cool day. So that's what
Roger that. Yeah, 100% copy. Yeah, it's K1DAV from K5DN. Yeah, well, that's nice. That's nice weather. New England always does have super nice weather in the summertime. When I was up there, I was up there a couple of times. One in Cape Cod, one up in Gunkwit, Maine, and where else was I at? I was at Newport, Rhode Island. So I guess I was up there for 3 years, 3 different summers. And so I'm pretty familiar with everything around there. I had a lot of fun up there. Nice people up there, too. Nice, very, very well, they're just well-spoken, wonderful people. And that's been my experience up there in your neck of the woods. And, yeah, nice and calm, beautiful summers. Well, here in the southwest corner of the United States, here in the high desert of Las Vegas, Mojave, it's a high desert, Mojave Desert. It's certain criteria. I guess the first criteria is it's got to be very, very dry and humidity-wise, except at one time of year, it's called the monsoon season, which is right now. And we have pop-up rain and lightning. It could come out. It's just heat generated. And so we've got that going on now. We hit 120 degrees a couple of weeks ago. And we haven't had a day yet that it's been under 110. I think it's around 113 maybe today, you think, honey? Or it's around 113, 112, 113, 114, whatever it is. They call it a dry heat, but you know something? It's 112 today. But you know something? It doesn't really matter. When it's that hot, it doesn't matter if it's dry or not. It's just still hot. And so anyway, we are currently down our primary air conditioner, and we put 31 solar panels. 33 or 31? 31? 32. Well, anyway, somewhere between 31 and 33. I think it's 33. Believe it or not, the 400-watt panels on our roof. And there's a program here with Las Vegas Energy, or Nevada Energy, NV Energy, they call it NV Energy, yeah. And where they want to populate all the houses with solar panels, and then there's no batteries. I mean, we don't store the energy, so literally we're just a little electricity manufacturing plant. The top of our roof is. and they all have good equipment too. It's all Tesla equipment. I'm not sure who the panels are made by. I doubt it's Tesla, but the all the inverters and all the other equipment is all Tesla. So I feel like it's high quality equipment. But so we get our new primary air conditioners being installed within the next week, maybe within the next week, fingers crossed. But we're slotted for that. So anyway, long story short, it's a little hot here now in our living room. Our bedroom has got an air conditioner, but up here in the front it's a little hot. Plus, my amplifier is running. Nevertheless, I don't care. It is what it is. Sharon here, K7STJ, has lived here her whole life, so she's very accustomed to the heat. I've been in and out of Vegas now for 25 years. I'm pretty adjusted to it now. I've been living here continuously for 7 years in this house, so it is what it is. Back over to you, K1 Delta Alpha Victor. This is K5DA. Over.
How you doing there, Chris? 89
Hey, buddy. How you doing? Yeah, hang on there, buddy.
To work up in Fort Collins, about 50 miles north, and the summers are hot, and yeah, nothing's like what you guys have. But I'll tell you what, I was out in Scottsdale, Arizona many years ago, working at a hospital there, and one of the guys I was working with, he found out he went into the Circle K, came out of the Circle K with an egg, and he cracked it on the hood of my car. We stood there, and we actually watched it go from raw egg to a cooked egg in like seconds, and my jaw hit the floor, and I knew how hot it was. But yeah, you can keep the heat. I'll take the humidity. But I like my 4 seasons. I know they say that we have 4 seasons, equal seasons, but it's not. It usually goes from summer to fall to dead winter to wet rain and back to summer again. Spring is very short up here, but it's okay. It's the 112-degree weather. I don't think I would like to down just because my wife and I have horses. I don't think the horses would like it. So, weather station 107 picking up.
Yeah, I think we were joined by one of our club members, Kilo Delta, KD9Z. I can't even do it phonetically. Rob, how you doing, buddy? Over. I think we doubled Rob. One more time.
Oh, I'm sorry, can I double what you guys?
Yeah, we doubled the entire time. Go ahead.
Okay, let me see if I have it. I do. Okay, very good, very fine. K1DAV, KD9Z. The handle here is Rob, Roger Ocean Bravo, and I'm a friend of Cliff here in Las Vegas. I live not too far from Cliff, probably about less than 10 miles, and I heard you guys talking, thought I'd say hello, and I'll pass it back to Cliff, K5DA, KD9Z.
Wow, nice signal. I turned the antenna a little bit more toward you, and to get a little bit better, hear you better. The side null on this quad is just ridiculous, man. You were basically 5x5, but now you're 5 and 9. I just turned it a little bit to the north, a little bit more to the north and west, just a couple of degrees. I think that probably David could probably still hear me, I would imagine. But yeah, thank you for coming, Rob. And Rob and I we like to talk about propagation, and he's an ex or still current research scientist. I mean, professionally, I'm just a speculator. Well, we hash out propagation all the time. It's a lot of fun. He breaks it down, down to the atom. I just break it down to what I hear on the radio. Back over to you, David. K1DAV with KD9Z, K5DA.
it was fun talking with you guys. I'm going to look at the main for right hand to come and go. I'm going to do that right now. So I'll pass over to K9Z about my antenna change. Oh, okay, very fine. K1DAV, K9Z. Well, let's turn the house around a bit, and very good. Yeah, I'm interested in propagation and that sort of thing. So we've been having a lot of fun seeing what's happening and predicting what's going to happen. Cliff and I and some of the other club members have a great time with that. Back to you, Cliff. K5DA, K9Z.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, what a difference that makes. Let me point back toward Dave. I know you can hear me, Rob. Put the antenna back over here, back toward Connecticut. Yeah, it's true. We just, it's all speculation, but there's a lot of good science out there, and a lot of good websites that give you the maximum usable frequency. For example, QRZ, they gave up trying to figure out where the signals are coming from. So hopefully I don't lose my audio here. Better check my audio there. I'll turn down the. I've got a little bit of a delay because I'm going. This flex is going through the computer as opposed to direct, and so there's a microsecond delay, and it just drives everybody crazy. It drives me crazy. I can hear my echo, but we're all good on audio. Okay, good. And nevertheless, so to get the maximum usable frequency, we use a different website, and matter of fact, I should pull it up now. Let me get my mouse. And I'll see if I can pull it up here. Let me get another browser here. Without putting too much work on my workstation here, but I think I should be pretty good. Yeah, we'll bring this thing up. This is the best website ever for propagation. I'm gonna put this over here and blow this up, and we'll take a look at it real quick. It will give you the maximum usable frequency. So if you're, I know you're online. You said you're looking at the feed. So this website right here, it's I guess it's DX. Yeah, it's dx.qsl.net. Literally dx.qsl.net, and then you go to the propagation page, and then this will pop up looking like this, and it'll give you the solar flux index and the alpha index, the K, a little high. Both of those are a little high, but if you scroll down to this page right here, and that's the MUF map. And so if QRZ doesn't give it to us, which a lot of times they've given up trying to give us our maximum usable frequency, but this website is amazing. And I know living in New England, it's not that big a deal to watch. I mean, you're going to get Europe by default. Like we get, it's like we get Texas. You guys will get Europe. But on this website, nevertheless, it'll give it's a very, very well done analytical website that takes a lot of those numbers, crunches them, and gives us basically this map here that I've got on YouTube now, and it'll show very, very accurately where the MUF is on what part of the world, and it's amazingly accurate. I just can't even believe it. And there's times when, even if the MUF is not in Vegas, say 28 megahertz, or maybe it's 25 megahertz, you know that 21 megahertz is going to be macking. So you can see where other parts of the world also have that same numbers. If their propagation is at 21 megahertz or over, the MUF is 21 megahertz or over. You know that you have a probability for contact in that part of the world, and so we use it a lot, and it's part of stuff that we bounce off each other for sure, and have some fun with. But nevertheless, I mean, you may already use this, probably do. But let me pull this out of the way real fast, and I will kick it over to you, KD9Z in the group with K1DAV. This is K5DA. Over.
Very fine, Cliff, and I use Ham Clock. I don't use their website. I have the Ham Clock going in the shack. I run it 24/7, and use that for the muff map. And it's a little easier to see. I like it a lot, but yeah, we found this muff map makes all the difference in the world in predicting propagation. You don't waste your time trying to contact stations that are never going to work. It's a very, very useful tool. Anyway, back to you, K1 DAV, KD9Z.
Yeah, very good, Rob. KD9Z, K1DAV with K5 Delta Alpha. Yeah, I actually have used this website before, Cliff. Not much. I just like to gamble. It's like fishing. I like to turn on the radio and just watch the scope on my radio and see what I hear for a peak, and I'll listen to see who it is. But yeah, I've used this before. There's actually a net. I can't remember the name of it. I checked in a couple times in the past couple of years. They meet every day at a specific time, and they start off like on maybe 20 meters, and they go to 17 meters, and 15 and 12, and you know, they just go from one band to the other, and they all talk and they give signal reports back and forth, which I thought was pretty impressive. They've been doing that for years. I actually probably still have the website saved as a favorite on my computer. I just have to go digging through it and look for it. But yeah, that's pretty neat. I like that stuff. I'm dating myself. When I was living in Colorado, one of my closest friends, K0 Papa Sierra, he was one of our, he also lives in Brighton. He worked for the Bureau of Standards, and his job was RF, and he invited me many times up to an area north of Boulder, Colorado. There was a mountain that they flattened back in the 1960s. They call it Flat Top Hill, the Flat Top Mountain, and on that mountain is like 5 square miles of flat mountain. There's nothing more than antennas for receiving only. When you get to the facility at the gate, you put your cell phone in a box and leave it there because you're not allowed to have any RF at all on this mountain. And all they do is listen to propagation, and they watch. They actually monitor the noises coming, the noise, sound, and space weather from the sun. And they have log periodics pointed in all directions, all phased together. And they have all this high-tech Hewlett-Packard equipment. And all they do is look at the spectrum and look at the scopes and listen for sounds and listen for propagation. And they developed a technique, and they had a radio station, a Bureau of Standards facilities in Australia. And what they would do is they would calculate what the solar activity is from WWV, and then they have zeros from gigahertz. You know, they have that spectrum, but Bureau of Standards they can talk on any frequency they want. They own all the FCC, they own all the frequencies. And they were able to send digital signals back and forth to Australia using the lowest power as possible, as low as 1 or 2 watts. And they just, like I say, they punch in on the computer the solar activity number, the solar number for the day, and what frequencies are available, and bam, they get the frequency, they turn the, also the degree of the antenna, which direction they want the antenna to point, and they just use like PSK technology and talk back and forth. That was back in the early 90s. Of course, things have changed since then. So back to Cliff. K5 Delta Alpha, K1DAV with KD9Z.
Oh, roger that. Wow, it's a lot of info. That's amazing. Well, the gentleman that I work for over there in Loveland is K0JU, and he's that's Doug, and we're putting together some a big project. It's just a multi-week project of rebuilding his entire system from the bottom of the tower all the way up, and 2 towers and a 40-meter 4-element, M squared, full size 5-element 20-meter stacked, without any cranes or anything. Literally building it on the tower, and it's been stretched out over 2 years, and but not continuously, obviously. Just my visits. I'm good for about a week working up in that altitude around 7,000 feet, and and then I come home, and then we reschedule another week later on. So that's kind of how it's gone. But I don't know if you knew Doug or not, and that he's from that area. But the information that you communicated was really, really incredible. The Bureau of Standards. I don't know anything about that mountain. I haven't talked. I'm going to ask Doug about it. He's been there for his whole life, and he worked for HP there. And I guess HP had a big manufacturing plant there, and somewhere in Fort Collins or Loveland, and that he was an engineer for them, and retired obviously. And I guess they closed that facility. My understanding is, nevertheless, he knows pretty much everything in that area, so he probably knows your friend as well. I'll ask him about that as well. I bet he knows your friend. And big HP lifelong employee. That's where he was brought there from Kentucky. He passed the test, and they brought him on board, and he became an engineer and stayed as an engineer for many, many years, all the way from the 70s. And you can imagine computer technology back in the 70s was pretty antiquated all the way up through. I guess he retired just a few years ago. He retired when they gave up the ship. I think that's when he left. And went to work for another company. I'm not sure what the name of that company was there in town that does switching, computerized switching. But nevertheless, that's out of my wheelhouse for sure. I'm not really sure about all that. But it is nice working up there. But it does get hot. At 6,000 to 7,000 feet, it does get hot. Closer to the sun, the UV will beat the living crap out of you. And I won't recommend it for anybody. It's those projects up there, those big projects are better when the temperature comes down. It's literally almost as hot as Vegas there for a few days. Not a good thing. But in the wintertime, they get lots of snow, so it is what it is. I'm going to turn it back over to Rob, and very interesting discussion for sure. KD9Z with K1 Delta Alpha Victor. This is K5DA. Over.
Very good, and I'm familiar with the Table Mountain there, and the funny thing is the propagation that you guys get in Colorado is way different than what we get here in Las Vegas. It's incredibly different. I think when you're seeing muffs around 21 megahertz, we're seeing 14 here, and so it's not constant, and the western part of the U.S. Really changes quite a bit. It's quite surprising, and I know QSC has quit even providing muff reports. But as I said, the ham clock guys get their information from a couple different sources around the world, and they plot that, and I'm able to watch that on my Raspberry Pi 5, and it works extremely well, and we use that to make sure we're not wasting our time when we're looking for propagation. I kind of use that in the Voice of America VOACAP programs to determine whether I can get a DX station or not, and that's worked out quite well for me. K1DAV, by the way, my son lives in Erie, Colorado, and we go out there quite frequently. Back to you, K1DAV, KD9Z.
Very good, KD9Z, K5DA, this is K1DAV. That is exactly where area is. That's right across I-25 going west towards Boulder. I lived in Brighton. I moved back to Connecticut 25 years ago, but when we lived out there, we lived in Brighton. We had a nice chunk of property there, and I had my antennas up and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, I still communicate with the people out there in Colorado. My wife's family is from Colorado, and so she goes out there quite often to visit. I stay home to take care of all the animals while she's out there visiting her sisters and their families as well. So yeah, but yeah, he moved Paul, who worked for the Bureau of Standards, K0 Papa Sierra. He moved to Florida a while back. He actually retired from the Bureau, moved to Rifle, Colorado. He raised Morgan horses for a long time, and then he had heart problems. He decided to move to Florida, so he's in Florida right now. But we talk and we email at least half a dozen times a year or so. he's doing well. But yeah, he's got stories about what they do at the Bureau regarding RF and the technology that they were using. And I do know HP. When I lived in Colorado, I worked in Fort Collins in the Israeli company. And we built MRI for body scans. Yeah, I worked in the medical imaging industry for a long time, so we used a lot of HP equipment for tuning the antennas for the magnets for the MRI. And yeah, that was a lot of fun out there. And yeah, when we watch solar right now, I'm very active with astronomy, and one of my friends in the astronomy club, he moved to Maine, of all places, and he's very, very active taking pictures of the sun, and he sends us solar reports at least once a week with beautiful propagation information about the sun and its activity. And every time he gives me that information, it's interesting how the band conditions, how they work. And everybody says the climate change has to do with us on the planet, but it doesn't. It has nothing to do with us. It has to do with the sun and the atmosphere, the climate change. But the sun has a big activity with it, as you all know. And the reports are sent to the photograph on the photo. If you want to email, I know if you go to my website, you'll see my, you'll see my email address. I'll be more than happy to put you guys on the email list when I get the solar reports from my astronomy friend, and you get to see some beautiful photographs of the sun. Some of these things are breathtaking. So, K5 Delta Alpha with KD9Z on the side, just K1DAV.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, what is your email address?
You're gonna laugh at me, but it's been that way for the past 25, 30 years. It's real simple. I rescue dogs, so my email address is IamDogman. All together, I am Dogman, and then at Ops Online. That's Ocean Papa, Oscar November. It's Oscar Online, so Oscar Papa, Oscar November, Lima India November, XL.net, OpsOnline.net.
Okay, I got it. Yeah. So it's I am Dogman at OPONLINE.net. Go pull that up. Take a look at it. She's gonna look it up. She'll look it up. Sharon will look it up right now. Well, also, wait. That's your email address. So, what is your website? Over.
Okay, hold on. It's OPT online.net.
Okay, got optonline.net. Got it. Is your website the same domain?
I do not have a website anymore, but I do get pictures, and what I do is I email a lot. I email them to all the ham radio operators I know and the astronomers I know.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'll shoot you an email. Let you know what my email address is. Mine's easy. It's K5DA at Outlook. I'm not very original. Just K5DA at Outlook.com. And our QRZ is QS Lifter at either one. The QRZ address, I still use that address, a QRZ address, or the K5DA at Outlook. I'm keeping that one forever. That's a good one. But sounds good. We're going to have a net here in about 3 minutes. So if you want to stick around, I'm going to go ahead and put you in as a check-in, David. And Rob's here, so I'm going to put Rob as a check-in anyway. And he's one of my neighbors, and we have fun. We actually went to a convention, the first ever ham convention up in Utah. I guess it's called the Zion, because of the Zion parks up there, and other religious reasons perhaps, but who cares about all that? But the Zion HamCon, Zion or Zion HamCon conference or convention, that is, at the convention there in St. George, in southern Utah, just north of Nevada. It was a lot of fun. First year, it was a little bit of a light turnout, but over the years, it'll probably get bigger and bigger. But let me make an announcement real quick. Everybody stand by, and we'll see what happens. This is Kilo 5 Delta America in Las Vegas. This is the Las Vegas DX Foundation. And is there anybody else from Las Vegas here listening right now? Please come in. I'm pointing toward the northeast, so I don't know if anybody's coming around. I may turn my antenna toward the west. I know we probably have some our VK friends and ZL friends probably will be coming here, hopefully anyway. But nevertheless, we'll just go ahead and pass it around. This is K5DA with the Las Vegas DX Foundation. We're just doing a little round, just a little group. I've got K1 Delta Alpha Victor and KD9Z here in Las Vegas, and myself, of course. And this is the Las Vegas DX Foundation. If you ever want to check in, just jump in. I'm going to turn it back over to you, Rob. KD9Z, K5DA.
K5DA and K1DAV. This is KD9Z, and yeah, it's good. I haven't heard anybody else out there yet, Cliff. Maybe they'll join in a few minutes. It looks like me like we're about a minute early, but very fine. And yeah, I wrote down your email. I'll send you an email, and you'll get my return email that way. But I would like to see those solar pictures there. That sounds pretty interesting. Let's see. Pass it back to you, Cliff. K5DA. You can make another call. KD9Z.
Yeah. Okay. Roger that. Yeah. I'm looking at some photographs right now. I mean, the ones that we get from SOHO and a couple of the other satellites. And Rob, we were talking about how that when the solar cycle peaks. Officially, that the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, the sunspot lines, like at 24 degrees, like it is here on Earth. I mean, but nevertheless, the lines of sunspots will meet, and then they invert polarization. That's when we'll officially know. Officially, we'll know when they invert polarization. Obviously, that's when the sunspot cycle has peaked. And then we should have a long ride down. I mean, it's taken us 3 years to get here, and it hasn't been without. It's been quite tumultuous. It hasn't been that much fun of a ride. Think about it, man. It's been the sunspot activity has been so strong down here where we are, anyway, that it hasn't been a lot of fun. And, we're bragging about 10 meters, 5 watts on a walkie-talkie, walking around at midnight talking to each other. That has not materialized. And, but we've had some incredible propagation, nevertheless. And here, for us on the southwest corner of the United States, our propagation is wildly different than what it is in the Northeast, for sure, in Connecticut, up in New England. And we all know about that. And we get some good long pass stuff here going southwest. That's just unbelievable stuff. I've worked long path 3 different occasions to South Africa at midnight, right around midnight, 12:30 on 10 meters. So believe it or not, we get. I've gotten long path to South Africa, beaming to the southwest, and so it's been it's been weird like that, but it's also been a lot of fun trying to figure out which way and what direction the propagation is going to go, especially when it's a phenomena as opposed to a normal propagation, for sure. But okay, so I'm gonna give a call out. This is K5 Delta Alpha in Las Vegas, Nevada, and the Las Vegas DX Foundation. Are there any check-ins anywhere? Please come now.
VK2TXB, Cliff.
All right, wonderful. Well, we do have a club, and we're joined by Andrew. That's Victor Kilo 2 Tango X-Ray Bravo with a beautiful signal. Oh my God! Thanks for coming out, Andrew. This is Andrew, and Andrew and I about 4 years ago created this club. So me and him Charles, and he's the brains, I'm the brawn. Well, sometimes I don't need to be so much brawn. I need a little more brains. But how you doing today, Andrew? VK2TXB Whiskey 7 K5DA.
Doing well, Cliff, doing well. It's nice and warm. The kids got in yesterday finally. Holy moly, they were supposed to get in at 5 p.m. from Bellingham. They got off the plane around midnight. It took them so long to get down here and stuck in airports, but they're here now, so it's good. I sent a message out to Masa, JE1LET in Japan, to see if he can hear us on the net here today as well, too. So he might be out there listening. Roger?
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'm watching your. Are you on YouTube watching this? Over.
Not right now. I will get on there though. I will get on. Roger.
Yeah, on YouTube, but just it says my name and 7644. But I'm watching your waterfall. It's just a beautiful waterfall. I mean, just straight down the line modulation. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're the same here, very crystal clear. Just hang on 2 seconds, Cliff, and let's see if Master is out there before we do a general call-in. He might be weak. JE1LET, Master, this is VK2TXB Whiskey 7 Las Vegas. Master, you out there? Go ahead. Nothing heard yet, Cliff, but we'll keep our ears open. I'm going to be pointed towards Japan, Roger.
Yeah, you've got such an amazing signal here. I'm going to hear you no matter what happens. We've got a new gentleman here. We've got K1 Delta Alpha Victor, David, up in Connecticut, and we've got KD9Z is here as well. Dave, are you still with us? David, over?
Absolutely. K1 Delta Alpha Victor, copy 100%.
Yeah, Roger. That's Andrew. Andrew is definitely a great guy. He's our resident rock star, and it's good to have him on here. And we've got lots of friends around the world that are attached to this net. We've got friends in Japan, friends down in Australia. I'm going to turn my antenna down. Andrew, you're pointing toward Japan. I'm going to point down under and see if give out a general call and see if anybody down in Australia, perhaps, or New Zealand, or somewhere in Pacific will hear us. Anyway, I'm almost there now. So about right here is where I get those guys. Anybody from VKZL? Anybody from down under in Aussie land can hear my voice? Want to check in tonight? This is K5DA in Las Vegas with the Las Vegas DX Foundation. Please come now.
Cliff?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Master is hearing me over there in Japan. He sent me a video. I think he's listening on his computer, so he can hear me. So hopefully he said I'm 5 and 9 over there in his part of the world. So hopefully he might be able to get on and call us. Just stand by one more time, and I'll see if we can hear him. JE1LET, Master, I know you can hear me, my friend. Can you transmit back to us? VK2TXB Whiskey 7 Las Vegas. Go ahead, Master. He's typing. I'll wait to see what he says. Anyway, Cliff, I'll stand by you to a check-in. Master's typing to me right now on WhatsApp, so I'll find what's happening. Anyway, this is VK2TXB with Cliff here, and I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'll hand it back to the next controller, which is Cliff. Go ahead.
Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, listen, I didn't hear anybody come back, but I'll let you handle that. And I know if he's hearing you, then I don't know if he's hearing me or not. I'm pointing down under at the moment. Okay, so this is Kilo 5 Delta America, K5DA, in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Any check-ins anywhere, please come now. Nothing heard. Any relays?
Yeah, Cliff, KK7BOCUC. We've got a Kilo 3 Delta Mexico in there.
Okay, is that Kilo 3? I'll let you run it if you can hear him. Hey, John, how you doing? We were joined by Kilo KK7 Bravo Uniform Charlie, our good friend John. You want to go ahead and handle that, John? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure I can reach him, Cliff. I'm barefoot. My amp isn't real happy on 15 meters. But no, Kilo 3 Delta Mexico, KK7 Bravo Uniform Charlie, Las Vegas, 2 copies. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting there, Cliff. I'm only about 80 watts.
Okay, Roger. I'm going to turn my antenna around. Andrew, you work. I'll let you work the DX. I'm sure they can hear anybody down under. I'm just going to point back toward the northeast, and that way, at least I know I got some local, some of our stateside guys covered. Kilo 3 Delta Mexico. Are you there? This is K5DA.
K5DA, good evening. This is Kilo 3 Delta Mexico. The name is Denny, and the QTH is Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. QSL?
Yeah, QSL, Denny. Kilo 3 Delta Mexico. Denny, nice to meet you. My name is Cliff, Charlie, Lima, India, Foxtrot. Just so you know, we're live on YouTube. We are at, my name is Cliff Nichols 7644. If you're on YouTube, you can look it up. It's the Las Vegas DX Foundation. It's a live feed. So anybody out there want to chime in or listen to your audio or just listen remotely, you can welcome to do that. And nice to meet you, Denny. Back over to you. Kilo 3 Delta Mike from K5DA.
Oh, Roger. Well, thanks for taking my call. I just wanted to say hello. For a moment there, I thought I was hearing Australia coming in 5'9" plus, but I found out that he is in Las Vegas also. But again, was listening in, and you put out a call, and I just wanted to say hello from here in Harrisburg, and thanks for taking my call.
All right, Denny. Well, thanks for chiming in. I appreciate it. Nice meeting you. And folks, we were joined by Kilo 3 Delta Mike, KK7 Bravo Uniform Charlie. We've got Victor Kilo 2 Tango X-Ray Bravo Portable Whiskey 7. We've got Kilo Delta 9 Zulu Rob. And we've got our friend up in Connecticut, Kilo 1 Delta Alpha Victor thus far. Anybody else want to check in? This is K5DA. Nothing heard. Any relays? Nothing heard. Are you still with us, Dave? K1 Delta Alpha Victor, K5DA.
100% here, Cliff. K5 Delta Alpha, K1 DAV. I'm on WhatsApp right now, contacting VK7 Delta Papa, who's in Tasmania right now. That's who he is. I'm trying to get him on the line. Off of the YouTube video. So hopefully we can get Dan down in Tasmania to try to check in.
Is that VK7 Delta Papa?
Roger.
Okay, yeah, right. That'd be a good one. Yeah, I love the Tasmania, the whole thing down there. I was watching a video recently about the resurfacing of the Tasmanian devil and how it's not extinct evidently, and there's been sightings all over Tasmania. That'd be very interesting. Go ahead. Okay, stand by.
I worked together, and we went down there to help out Australia with the service department. Now we've got a ship down in Tasmania, and now he's
Roger that. Stand by one, David. Go ahead, Andrew.
Roger, I believe we got Masa in Japan, in Tokyo, Japan on there right now. Stand by. J1LET, VK2TXB. Go ahead, Masa.
Good morning to you, Andrew, and the other members. Thank you for picking me up. Good morning from Tokyo. VK2TX2 for 327. This is JE1LET. You're very loud, 5 and 9 plus, and I'm using remote control. I'm staying out of my weekend condo, over.
Roger on the weekend condo, Master. Good to speak to you. It's been a few weeks, and lovely to hear from you. You're making a good signal here into Las Vegas, Master. 57 to 59 here from Japan. Lovely signal. Master, stand by. I'm going to get Cliff to say a quick hello to you. Cliff, K5DA, give Master a quick hello. He's checking in.
Hey, Masa, how you doing? I've got a good copy on you. JE1LET. This is K5DA. You know, Masa-san, nice to hear you again. It's been a while. When I got active again on ham radio, you were the first Japanese station that I contacted back, I guess, 7 years ago. And so you were my first contact, my first Japanese station in the logbook after so many years. You're about the same report, 57 to 59, JE1LET from K5 Delta, America. Over.
The K5 Delta Alpha, this is JE1LET. Good morning. Thank you, answering smoothly, and beautiful copy. You 5 and 9 plus into my QTH, and I'm using remote control at the moment. And internet access at the moment is not perfect, so sometimes cut and cut. But they have almost 5 and 9 copies, and I'm very appreciated to showing the net. The K5DA is good. This is JE1LET, remote control.
All right, awesome. Well, it's so nice to hear your voice again, Masa, and so awesome to get you on here. So, folks, we've been joined by one of our friends, one of our club members from Japan. His name is Masa, M-A-S-A, and it's Juliet Echo 1, Lima Echo Tango. And I'm not sure who all's copying our friend, but let's find out. I'm going to give it over to you, Rob, KD9Z, K5DA. You have any copy on our friend Masa?
Oh, yeah. Masa's 5859 over here right now. JE1LET. This is Kilo Delta 9 Zulu. Kilo Delta 9 Zulu. The handle here is Rob Roger Ocean Bravo. And I'm a friend of both Cliff and Andrew. So I wonder how you're copying me there, Masa-san. JE1LET, KD9Z.
Hello, KD9 Zulu. This is JD1 Lima Echo Tango. Good morning from Tokyo. Rob, and you're 5 and 9, loud and clear. Over.
Roger. Thank you much for the 5 and 9. And how are things in Tokyo today? What's the temperature?
Well, actually, I'm away from my temperature thermometer. Yeah, but we have almost 30 degrees centigrade and very high humidity. Local time is around 9:15 on Sunday morning. Over.
Roger that. Yeah, well, it's a lot cooler there than it is here. Here it's about 112 degrees Fahrenheit. 112 degrees Fahrenheit, and a little bit of humidity, about 20% or so. Anyway, I'll turn it back let's turn it back to Andrew. I'm sure he wants to chat with you. VK2TXV, Kilo Delta 9 Zulu.
Thanks, Rob. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's good to hear you, Master. And as we mentioned, very warm here in Las Vegas. But I believe it's been very warm there in Tokyo in the evenings, Roger?
What was your question?
I said I believe it's been getting warmer there in Japan, Roger?
My internet access is not perfect. You took that at the moment. Give me your last transmission.
Roger, sorry, Master. I said I believe over in Tokyo and Japan the temperature is getting quite warm and lots of humidity. Roger?
Roger. At the moment, almost 30 degrees centigrade and very high humidity. Very hot.
Well, lucky you're in your condo with nice air conditioning, Roger.
my weekend we have a nice country air conditioning for the moment. All right, Andrew, thank you for the contact. I have to go. Now making my breakfast, and my wife needs my hand.
Roger, Master. Look, thank you for checking in for the connection here in Las Vegas. We appreciate it, and good to speak to you, my friend. And I will keep in contact. And let me know when the band is open, and shoot me a message on WhatsApp. 73's Master. Arigato, my friend. Bye bye.
Hi, Andrew and the group. VK2 TXT and the group. This is JD Martin in Tokyo. Many thanks for contact. Have a very nice evening, and see you until next time. Bye-bye. Thank you, Andrew.
Bye-bye. Over to you, Cliff.
Okay, abigato, saranara, and konnichiwa. Those are only 3 words I know in Japanese, that is. Masa, thank you so much. It's my pleasure, and best wishes to you, my friend. 73s, bye-bye.
Thank you very much. 73, bye-bye.
Abigato, bye-bye.
So we'll listen out, Cliff. I just sent a message to Nagi-san, JR2PAU. He might hopefully get on. Let's hand it back to you, Cliff, and see if we've got any response from the VK7 down there in Tasmania.
Yeah, roger that. Let me point my antenna down a little more to the south and west and see what we do. Let's see, Tasmania. About right there. QRZ. This is the Las Vegas DX Foundation. Are there any check-ins outside the United States beaming to the Pacific? Please come now. Hearing nothing. Any relays? Nothing heard. Let me ask a question real quick. David, Kilo 1, Delta Alpha Victor, if you can hear me, any luck with your friend down in VK7, over? Okay, roger that. I got you off the back of the quad, so that's good. Hey, I was just wondering, were you able to hear Masa in Japan? Just curious, over?
You kind of double towards the end there, guys. Stand by. Let me do a quick call. JR2PAU. Master Sun, you on frequency, VK2 TXT Las Vegas. Nothing heard. Back to you. You want to do some stateside check-ins, Cliff?
Yeah, I'm going to swing it back around again and find out. Just curious, did you have any, John, KK7BUC, did you have any contact on Moss, over?
I could hear Masa in there, at times, but no, not a full copy on him. Probably about 30% at best. Message to Andrew. Besides, hello, Andrew. I did catch Nagi and Matt both on 20 meters a couple days ago. But back to you, Cliff. K5BA, KK7BC.
No, go ahead, Andrew.
Roger, John. So you heard Mac on. What frequency was Mac on, John?
Yeah, let me go back in my log, and I will see where it was. It was just a couple days ago, and opening it up right now. Let's see. It was on July 16th at 12:16 Zulu.
Click up to realize that I can hardly hear, John.
What was the day again and frequency again, John?
Yeah, it was on July 16th, and it was 12:16 Zulu time, 12:16 Zulu time, and I caught him on 14-225, 14225. Sorry, Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew, he said he caught him on the 16th, July 16th, so about 4 days ago, and he come around 12:16 Zulu. And at about 14-225, Andrew, go ahead.
Okay, he's on 20 meters. Roger. Okay. It's interesting. Hopefully, I haven't been on 20 meters in the evening for a little bit since I got back. But very interesting there, try and do some stateside check-ins. There might be some more guys wanting to check in now that the band's opening up a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm pointed toward the northeast as well. So there you go. This is K5 Delta America with the Las Vegas DX Foundation. We're a very loosely run net. We'd love to have anybody anywhere check in. Anybody stateside wants to check in, and I'll put you in the log. This is K5DA. Please come down. Relay on that? Okay, America 3 Delta Fox. Is that correct?
That's correct. Roger.
Okay, nice to meet you. Alpha 3 Delta Fox. This is K5DA in Las Vegas. You're about 5 and 5, maybe 5 and 6. Go ahead.
Okay, you're about 5 and 7.
Okay, and what is your name, sir?
My name is Joe. Juliet Oscar Echo. I'm near Philadelphia.
Roger that. Yeah, we've got another check-in from Pittsburgh area. Nice to meet you, Joe. My name is Cliff. Charlie, Lima, India, Foxtrot. And there's a whole gaggle of us here from Las Vegas. Go ahead.
Okay, Cliff, very good. Well, I had the beam going about 45 degrees northeast, so I probably could bring it up. I'll bring the beam around, guys.
Oh, definitely you would. Yeah, I'm pointing toward you. So we're apt to have some DX on here. So it might be in your. Typically, we get them from down under in Asia, obviously, and but nice to have you check in and just stand by. I've got you on the list now. If we get something interesting, I'll give you a shot if you're interested, sir. Nice to meet you. AA3 Delta Fox K5DA. Yeah, Kilo 5 Delta Alpha, K5 Delta America. Okay, sounds good, Joe. Thanks a lot. Any other check-ins? Want me to put you on the list? This is K5DA with the Las Vegas DX Foundation. Please come down. Nothing heard. Any relays? Andrew, I'll pitch it over to you, my friend. See, maybe perhaps our friend JR2 PAU is on frequency. Andrew, go ahead.
Roger, Cliff, very good. Okay, we're going to do a call for CQDX anywhere, DX, Japan, Southeast Asia, anyone in Japan, Southeast Asia, or VK. This is VK2 Tango X-Ray Bravo, Portable W7 Las Vegas, Nevada, doing check-ins anywhere DX-wise, Southeast Asia. Go ahead. I'm hearing someone way in the background, but I can't pull you out. I'm sorry. This is VK2 TXB, Portable Whiskey 7 Las Vegas, Nevada, calling a CQDX check-in. Anyone outside the United States, go ahead. Nothing heard, Cliff. Back to you.
Okay, roger that. Well, good try, and we'll see what happens. At least, it's really nice that we got our friend over in Japan, and I would expect to hear somebody from Hawaii or definitely down under. I'm looking at the solar dynamics. Just looking at the image over here, it looks like we should have some very, very strong propagation down in VKZL. I'm gonna bring this up on the live feed. Oh, by the way, my dog. Yeah, the dog wants to play. It's his business. It's not time to play. But folks, we're live on YouTube. And if you look on YouTube, the address on YouTube is my name, Cliff Nichols. So CLIFF and then NICHOLS 7644 after my name. You'll see a live feed of what we're doing here now. And on that live feed, you'll see a map. And on that map, all those light yellow areas are where there's really good propagation. Looking from Las Vegas down toward the southwest, you can see that Australia is completely engulfed. So is Indonesia, and believe it or not, Japan is much weaker for potential propagation. So we should be getting some propagation down under. Nevertheless, QRZ, anybody want to check into our DXNet? This is a Las Vegas DX Foundation. My name is Cliff. My call is K5DA. Please come down.
T5, Echo India Mike.
Okay, got you, Echo India Mike, standby. Who else is out there? Any relays?
No, very faint. I heard someone.
I hear someone too. It could be down under. I'm not sure which way you're pointed right now, Andrew, but nevertheless, we're joined by Whiskey 5 Echo India Mike. How you doing? My name is Cliff. Go ahead.
Hello, Cliff. My name is Dalton. I'm a maritime mobile tied to the dock in downtown Washington, D.C. Just thought I'd say hello. Over.
Okay, roger that. So you're maritime mobile. So you're on a boat right now. Is that right? Over.
Affirmative. I'm on a boat right now.
What kind of boat are you on, Dalton? Over.
It's 40-foot Deceiver trawler. 40-foot trawler. Over.
Roger that. Are you working professionally, or are you fishing, or are you just for pleasure? Over.
I'm retired. I'm 78 years old and have done about 38,000 miles on a sailboat and this boat, which is trawler. Just exploring the U.S. and the world that I can get to on a boat.
Well, I want to come hang out with you, Dalton. We were joined by Whiskey 5 Echo India Mike, Maritime Mobile. Dalton is his name, and he's just cruising retired, cruising up the intercoastal, I guess, waterway. Is that right, Dalton? Over.
Yep, done the intercoastal waterway 7 times, and I've done something called the Great Loop. When I left Washington, went up through New York, across Lake Ontario, into Canada, through the canals of Canada, and into the Great Lakes, Chicago, down the Illinois River, to the Mississippi River, and then the Ohio River, and then the Tennessee River down to Mobile, and then around Florida and back. Took about 16 months and 6,500 miles.
Oh, good Lord, have mercy. Well, so if anybody's copying Dalton, Whiskey 5 Echo India Mike, Maritime Mobile, so /MM, he's a retired professional sailor, as in 38,000 miles under wind power. Now cruising the intra-coastal waterways. That's the intra-coastal waterways, which is a network of waterways, if nobody knows what it is, a network of waterways all around this continent. And I'm not sure about the West Coast, but probably not. But on the East Coast and the South, around Texas, where I'm from the area. I was raised about a mile away from the intracoastal waterways. I know all about it, and I know all how powerful that is, and what that represents and means. So, welcome, Dalton. Anybody want to give Dalton a call and say hi to our friend up in the D.C. area? His call is Whiskey 5 Echo India Mike, Maritime Mobile. Go ahead and give him a call. Nothing heard, so just stand by. If you're not doing anything, Dalton, hang out, and we'll see what happens. Any other check-ins? This is K5DA. Okay, Andrew, I'll pitch it back over to you. Okay, let me swing my antenna down toward KP4. Stand by, everybody. Is there a station from Puerto Rico? I should be about at Puerto Rico right now. This is K5DA. Go ahead. Kilo Papa 4 Zulu Mike. How you doing, sir? You're about 5 and 7 at the moment here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And my name is Cliff. Mi nombre Cliff. Charlie Lima, India, Foxtrot, Foxtrot, over.
Okay, you're doing good. You're at 5'9", 5'9" into Puerto Rico, and then Artemio, Alfa Romeo Tango, over.
Okay, I didn't get your name, but I'll look it up in QRZ. No big deal. It's nice to meet you. So, folks, we've been joined by a nice station. He's nice and loud, too. By the way, you're also 5 and 9, just so you know, on that little bit of QSB, but a nice, beautiful copy. So it's Kilo Papa 4 Zulu Mike is his call sign. And I'm looking up now. His name is Artemio. So it's Alpha Romeo Tango Echo Mike India Oscar. Artemio is his name, and he lives in Puerto Rico, San Lorenzo, Puerto Rico. So there you have it. So we've been joined by a person. Oh, by the way, Artemio, I have mi casa, primera vez, mi casa in San Juan, Viejo San Juan, over.
Okay, guess all. It's good to know. It's always a pleasure, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, so I was just saying, I've lived in San Juan several times, working for the Wyndham Resorts, and mi casa in Isla Verde, Proxima San Juan, Proxima Viejo San Juan. And nevertheless, I love Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, everybody owns a boat. And oh, by the way, when I would go back and forth to work, I would take the A5 Wawa, over.
Okay, QSO. I was in Rincon today,
Oh.
We got back here to QSO.
QSL, yeah. You're Proxima Rincon.
Rincon is on the west of the island, over.
Oh, Roger. I know right where you are. I'm looking at Puerto Rico now. I'm looking at the photograph you have on QRZ. So wonderful. Okay, folks, stand by, sir. This is Annette. So thank you for checking in. Just stand by one. We'll probably have stations that want to talk to you from Las Vegas. This is the Las Vegas DX Foundation. And Rob, since you heard him, would you like to give our friend Artemio a call? KD9Z, K5DA, over.
Yeah, very fine. KP4ZM, KP4 Zulu Mike. This is Kilowatt Delta 9 Zulu, KD9Z. Handle is Rob, Roger, Ocean Bravo, and also in Las Vegas. QSL?
Okay, just hold on. Listen, from Kilo Papa 4. Mike, I got a good copy in you. You're a 5'8". I got your VCA. Over.
Roger. You're a 5'8" also here. 5'8", also in Las Vegas. Thank you much for the contact, and back to you, Cliff.
Roger that. Okay, let me just go down the line, the list here. We'll kick it over to Andrew first. VK2 TXB. Any copy on our friend down in Puerto Rico, over?
I can hear. I'm not pointing towards him, but I can hear him. Station in Puerto Rico. Good afternoon from Las Vegas. This is VK2 TXB Portable Whiskey 7 Las Vegas. How do you copy? Over.
No copy. Outstanding copy. Into the island. I got you 59. Good hours.
QSL, my friend, QSL. I'm not pointing towards you, but I've got you at a 5 and 5 here. I'm sure if I swung the hex beam around towards you, you'd be 5 and 9. But good signal and greetings from Las Vegas. You're sounding good there. What is the setup there? What is your antenna and setup there?
Copy that. I'm working Answer 99. That's an Answer 99. And the radio is a J2 FT3000. Over.
I think that was an Antron 99, wasn't it, Cliff?
Yeah, Roger that. And he's got a Yaesu FTDX 3000.
Well, the Antron 99 is doing a great job. For a vertical, you're doing a great job, my friend. Is John on frequency, Cliff? Is BUC out there? Does he want to give him a call?
Yeah, John, go ahead and give that station a call, my friend. KK7 BUC, you still there, John? I'm not sure if I can hear John or not.
KK7BUC, you there, John? You might going to grab something, Cliff. Back to you, Cliff.
No worries, no worries. Okay, let's just go down the line. Anyone wish to give our friend in Puerto Rico a call? Let me start at the top. K1 Delta Alpha Victor, you wish to give our friend down in Puerto Rico a call? Go ahead.
Copy that, in Cornelio,
Yeah, very good, very good. And Cliff, just to let you know, the station in Japan, Julia Echo 1, Lima Echo Tango, he was about 554, 554. I heard him, I did everywhere he said. Back to my control.
Yeah, roger that. Well, I would have given you a chance to talk to Masa, but he had to QRT, so unfortunately that wasn't possible. But yeah, thanks for the info. I did ask you that question earlier, and we got a little bit carried away here. So nevertheless, thank you for the update, David. I appreciate it very much. Okay, so going down the list, Kilo 3 Delta Mike. Any copy on our friend down in Puerto Rico? Over. I'm not hearing him. Any relays on that station?
Nothing.
Okay. Alpha 3, Delta Fox. Joe, any copy on our friend down in Puerto Rico? Over. Any relays? Is he there?
No signal here.
Okay. Whiskey 5, Echo India Mike. Maritime Mobile. Dalton, any copy on our friend down in Puerto Rico? Over. All these guys are off to the side of my quad. Anyway, Dalton, are you still there? I'm losing propagation everywhere I went. I think that's everybody. Have I missed anybody? I apologize. KK7BUC, are you back yet, John? That's a negative. Okay, I'm going to pitch it over to you, Andrew. VK2, TXB, Purple Whiskey 7, K5DA.
Roger, Cliff. This is VK2, Tango X-Ray Bravo, VK2, TXB, Portable W7, Las Vegas, Nevada. We're looking for any check-ins, any DX check-ins outside the United States. VK, ZL, JA, anywhere, anyone outside the United States. Go ahead. I think the band's actually closing up, Cliff.
Yeah, it could be. You know, we did the best we could. We, I knew that I knew 10 meters was going to be probably a long afternoon. So I want to put everybody through that again. So I thought I'd jump down here to 15. 15's been pretty hot. We should have propagation down to VKZL if there anybody that we know there. I mean, you just never know. But I know everybody's so used to us being up on 10 meters. It's hard for me to pull myself off 10 meters. But anyway, it is what it is. And yeah, anybody else stateside? This is the Las Vegas DX Foundation DXNet. My name is Cliff. My call sign Kilo 5 Delta Alpha. Anybody want to check in stateside? Please come down. Any relays? Nothing heard. Andrew, back over to you.
Roger. Zulu Rob, you out there, Rob, still?
Still here.
What are you hearing? Anything?
Nothing. You guys, I'm pointed out towards the east. I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, I think the band's closing up. I think 20 will probably be good tonight, but I think we might be. I think we might be at our use-by date now.
Yeah, I think we probably would have been better off on 20 meters.
I think next week, if things are kind of like this, we try 20 next week.
That sounds good. I won't be here. I will definitely be in Durango, Colorado. So I'll hand it over to you guys, and you guys can go wherever you want. I shouldn't be available. That's a Saturday. That's the day I'm climbing, so I can't see me being available at all. But well, we never know what might happen. But I got lucky this week. I just couldn't get a trailer to go to Utah, so I was available today to get the net kicked off. Nevertheless, I appreciate everybody for your time. I guess we're going to go ahead and close it down. That sound good to you?
We might next week this hour. That short skip usually works around this time.
Yeah, you never know. I'll give out one more call. Anybody in the Pacific, anybody in VK or ZL, anybody outside the United States wish to check in real quick to our net? This is K5DA.
Kilo 6 Kilo Oscar Alpha.
Is that Kilo 6 Kilo Oscar Alpha?
Kilo 6 Kilo Oscar Alpha, CCH Hawaii.
Oh, so is it Kilo Hotel 6 or just Kilo 6?
It's Kilo 6.
Okay. Okay, I got you. Nice to meet you. You're in Hawaii at the moment. My name is Cliff, Charlie, Lima, India, Foxtrot, and I'm in Las Vegas. Go ahead. Sounds good. Nice to meet you. And yeah, you don't have to go with the KH6 to be in Hawaii. But I wonder, are you in Kona? Go over. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I know where you are. Well, such as the call sign. Very good. So I'm guessing you go by Ken or Kenneth. Over. Okay, Ken, it's nice to meet you. This is Cliff. We're a bunch of us here in Las Vegas. I got you about 5 and 5, not super loud, but no, my pleasure meeting you there in Kona. Go ahead.
Hey, appreciate that. Likewise, thank you so much. Hey, if you can repeat your call sign for me, you'll feel clear and clear. It's really down in the mud for me, so I'd like to get it right. Over.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, my call sign is K5 Delta Alpha, K5DA. Go ahead. Okay, yes, stand by one. Any copy on that station, Andrew?
Yep, aloha Ken from Las Vegas. I go about a 5 and 7 here from Kona, Roger.
Thanks for that. Appreciate that. You are 5 and 7.
Roger, Ken, yeah. I think that's the only island I haven't been to in Hawaii. I've been all the other islands except Kona. So very nice. What are you running there for the setup?
Yeah, the setup here, so I've got an FT991A, and that bumps over to an AL80G amp. And I'm running about 300 distance on that right now. N-fed halfway dipole, about 40 feet up in some coconut trees. Over.
Roger, I got you. Yep. I spend a lot of time in Hawaii, so I'm over there quite a lot actually. So I mainly go to Oahu, so I'm over there quite a lot. But good to speak to you, Ken. Are you living over that way now?
Yes, indeed. Yeah, full-time, 18 years here in Kona. So originally from California, relocated over here 18 years ago, and never looked back. But of course, I still love the home.
Yeah, I think we've spoken before in the past, Ken. Your story sounds familiar, my friend. Anyway, listen, we've got another station here that wants to give you a call. So stand by, Ken. Go ahead, Zulu Rob.
Yeah, real fine. Thanks, Andrew. And this is a station in Kona. This is Kilo Delta 9 Zulu, K89Z. And when last heard, you were about a 5x6, 5x7. And the handle here is Rob, Roger Ocean Bravo. QSL? Negative. It's Kilowatt Delta 9 Zulu. Kilo Delta 9 Zulu. QSL? Very good. And I've been to Kona. I used to go fishing off of Kona for marlin, and did quite well there. That was a great place to fish. Go ahead. Roger. I've got
Roger that. Okay, sounds good. Well, it's nice to meet you. Good God. Well, I got a short memory, but nevertheless, it's nice to meet you down in Kona. So good luck to you, my friend. I think we're going to close the net. Is there anybody else can hear my voice, want to give our friend in Hawaii a call? Please come down. Any relays?
Just children, Cliff. There's an N05.
Is it N050?
Oh, he's level.
Is that November Oscar 5 Oscar?
That's a Roger Cliff, and he's mobile.
Oh, is that right? Are you able to hear our friend in Hawaii, Jim? Over. Okay, I need a relay.
Can you relay?
Yeah, Cliff, he says he's
Okay, I'm swinging my antenna around. I'm just missing everybody. What was that again, Rob?
he said, Jim said he's mobile and all he can hear is you.
Okay, roger that. Well, Jim, thanks a lot. I appreciate you checking in, and I'll put you down in the log, and be safe out there, okay?
Let's see if he wants to get to Hawaii.
Go for it. Go for it, Jim. If you can hear the guy, go for it.
Roger. Yeah, Hawaii's not hearing him. Hang on for 2 seconds. Jim, whereabouts are you mobile? Whereabouts are you? Oh, you're in Las Vegas. No, I thought you were some far distant station. Anyway, yeah, you can't hear you in Hawaii, but, the conditions aren't that great. I was going to ask you, stand by, Jim, Hawaii, Ken, what's the DX been like and the bands have been like in the last few weeks over your part of the world there in Kona? Roger. Do you ever get on 20 meters in the evening? How's it been over there on 20 meters? Has it been opening up after dark? Are you beginning any European stuff coming in? Yeah, Hexbeam, I'm using a Hexbeam. I can't say enough good things about a Hexbeam, Ken. Also, if you're after a good portable wire antenna, last time I was portable in Hawaii, one of my buddies here made me a 20-meter double bazooka and a 15-meter double bazooka. Oh my God, the difference between that and a wire was just insane. It's just really good. Roger, Roger. Do you get on the 40-meter Hawaii net much at all? Roger, Roger, yeah. I know my friend King Henry VI, Mike Lima, Mike over there, he's over there, Michael over there in Honolulu. I speak to him a lot, Roger. No worries at all. Okay, Ken, I'll hand it back to Cliff, back to net control. Go ahead, Cliff.
That sounds good. Yeah, I'm pointing the opposite way now. I'm pointing out to the east, but I can still hear him off the back. To the east of me, due east is the strip, and I'm just right off the strip, so I get about 20 dB of noise pointed to the east or directly to the west. But nevertheless, it's nice to make your acquaintance, sir, if you can hear me, and best wishes. Is there anything else? Anybody else wish to make a contact with our friend in Hawaii? Okay, who's the Kilo Oscar? Hey Bruce, how you doing? A Kilo Oscar for Japan Victor Uniform. Bruce, nice to make your acquaintance. My name is Cliff. Over.
Roger on that, Cliff. 73 is nice to go into Eagle Bay this evening, mate.
Sounds great, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Who is the other station out there? There's somebody that's at one station. Let me put my antenna back up toward that way. I'm going to burn my rotator up, but it's all part of the fun. Who's that other station? The number one. Go ahead. Yeah, I can't do it.
See if Bruce can get through to Hawaii.
Hey, Bruce, are you hearing that station in Hawaii?
Yeah, yes I do. No problem.
Why don't you go ahead and give him a call? His call sign is Kilo 6 Kilo Oscar Alpha. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Bruce. Give him a call.
You hearing him, Ken? Yeah, Cliff pointed his quad towards the other way there, Ken. Jim, he can't hear you over there in Hawaii, Roger. Jesus, the band's up and down there for sure, Ken. Yeah, you're here now for me. I'm sure the same. Zulu Rob, is he coming up to you as well?
Yeah, Ken's doing great over here. I'm not having any problems copying him at all.
Yeah, you're booming in now, Ken. It's getting the time of the day where Hawaii comes in really well. You're booming in. How's the weather been on that part of the island? You got much rain? Yep. Get out there, come on. Yeah, it's hot as Haley's here. It's about 100, and what is it now? It's 114 degrees in my backyard. But it's a dry heat.
Yeah, very dry.
Like it matters.
Head in an oven, that's dry as well.
Yeah, it's just like a hair dryer. That's you know, just put your face in front of a hair dryer. That's what it feels like.
It is, actually. Anyway, Cliff, I'll hand back to you. Do you want to wind up the net?
Yeah, why not? Okay, folks, this is going to be the conclusion of our net. I'd like to thank everybody who was here today. And if you can hear my voice, we've got, but before we run, we've got a guy that's been with us now for 2 hours. Let's see if he's still there. Give him a shot. Kilo 1, Delta Alpha Victor. David, are you still here? Nothing heard on David. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you very much. We were joined by K1DAV, KD9Z, VK2TXB, K6KOA. We've got KK7BUC, K3 Delta Mike, Japan Echo 1 Lima Echo Tango. We were joined by our friend in Puerto Rico, Kilo Papa 4 Zulu Mike, Whiskey 5 Echo India Mike, Maritime Mobile, and Alpha Alpha 3 Delta Fox. Everybody who was here tonight, thank you so much. God bless. This is the conclusion of the Las Vegas DX Foundation DXNet. Everybody have a good night. See you next week. K5 Delta America. We're relinquishing this frequency back over to normal amateur radio use. Go ahead.
Thanks, Cliff. Appreciate the net. This is VK2TXB pointing out towards the Pacific, closing up the net for the Las Vegas TX Foundation. Thank you all. We'll catch you all next weekend, probably on 20 meters. Bye-bye.
Adios. Thanks a lot, Andrew.
7-3, guys. Enjoyed the next.
Take care. Take care, Rob. See you later, man. It's K5DN.
Now you're 5 and 9. You're just showing off now, Kona. It's Victor Kilo 2, Tango X-Ray Bravo /Whiskey 7, Las Vegas.